You'll never guess who I've been speaking to.
Who is this now?
Okay, do you know who Chris Riley is?
I can't say I do.
Okay, I didn't think you did. But I'll tell you who does. Scott Disick, you know, from Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
Ah, yeah, my mate Scott, I know.
Yeah, so your mate, he's had a reading from him and he said it is unreal.
Okay, sounds a bit far-fetched if you ask me.
Yeah, I know you don't really believe in it, but I do. So I think I am going to go and see him.
You carry on, babe. You carry on. You're your own woman. You do what you like.
Let me try and persuade you then. Okay, he's had 30,000 5-star reviews on Trustpilot in only 6 months. So if that's not good, then I don't know what is.
30,000 5-star reviews. That's pretty good. So what's the deal then?
Okay, so the deal is for just £10, you get a 10-minute reading.
Oh, and looky here. I just found his Instagram. His @ is Chris Riley Psychic. You got to be over 18 and all calls are recorded and need the bill payer's permission. But what he's going to tell me, which I don't know.
I don't know, but I want to do it, so I'm booking him in.
Oh, you tell us we're going to be a billionaire in a couple of years' time.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so call 0330 201 9605 and use the code LiamMillie for a £10 reading. Or head to chrisrileyspsychic.com for more info. Riley is spelled Riley. Woohoo!
Third episode together. Apart. Sorry, I'm chatting shit.
Babe, shut up now. Viago.
Hello and welcome back to the podcast hosted by myself, Liam Reedon, and my very sniffly, coffee, runny nose girlfriend, Millie Court.
Hi guys.
Follow us on socials at Liam and Millie Podcast on Instagram and TikTok.
If you want to write to us about anything, then you can. You just email us at liamandmillie@sonymusic.com. We would love to hear all of your stories. We've had so many good ones so far, so keep them coming. But yeah, apologise about potentially maybe some coughs and sniffles and sneezes, but we'll try and cut out as many as we can. But I am a bit unwell, aren't I, babe?
You are, yeah. I haven't got it, luckily, because you left me on whatever day, Monday last week, and you go back to London, all of a sudden you felt ill, so I've dodged a bullet, thankfully.
We was supposed to be in the studio today to film it, but Liam categorically said he doesn't want to come in just for an hour, 2 hours to potentially catch this illness. So you're getting it from home again today, guys, but that's fine. In the last air bit we both had, I think we'd been out drinking or we were doing something. We were like, right, we both don't want to drink. And Liam made a pact that he wasn't going to drink now until Berlin. And I said that if you do, then you have to do a forfeit. And we did get you guys to write in some forfeits if he did lie. But Liam, please tell everyone, did you drink this week or not?
No, I haven't. No alcohol has touched his lips, apart from water, a bit of squash and a bit of Pepsi Max now and then.
Touched his lips?
So yeah, no alcohol. And it's going to continue that way now, probably until the end of time, until my days are up, because I'm about that alcohol-free life now.
Get off your high horse. So
if you see me out in the pub, you probably see me with the Beck's non-alcoholic, or Carlsberg and alcoholic, because I'm just not about that life anymore.
That's a big statement to make. I'm
about good decisions, not poor decisions, and taking a turn. No, I'm not. I'm just having a few weeks off the beer. When we go Berlin, we're gonna have a shed full, and I can't wait. Because
you just said in our last call that you might even not drink in Berlin, and then I'm sitting here thinking it's literally my birthday trip. Like, what's going on?
No, we're gonna drink. We're gonna have a fun time in Berlin.
However, though, that's a reminder, something that did happen. Obviously, if you have listened, if you have listened to the podcast, Liam surprised me with Benton Boone tickets, and it was like I was so excited. Well, I still am, obviously, very excited, and we're going to Berlin to see him. So I asked him to send me the tickets because I'm the organiser between the two of us. I'm the one who organises anything that we do, basically. Like, Liam very rarely does that.
Oh, that's not all the time, is it? I do organise some stuff.
Come on.
Stuff which you don't want to do, I will organise it.
What's that then?
Well, like
going on
days
runs.
out and and hikes and stuff, and the country sort of stuff. I'll plan that stuff.
Yeah, anything in Wales, he'll plan.
You plan the holidays and the sort of the nights away in the city and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So anyway, I said, send me the tickets. I want to know. So obviously, he sent me the tickets. first of all, I've read like the T's and C's. It says like, please do not purchase these tickets from anywhere else other than this website or like this website's resellers that we've, are legitimized or whatever. So I said, oh, babe, can you send me your email of where you've actually, and so I can see where you've bought these tickets from. Anyway, he's bought it from this third party ticket seller that I've now dug into deep about whether or not these tickets are real. By the looks of it, what it is a third-party reseller. And sometimes there's people who are scammers on there and will resell the same ticket more than once. So you basically have to be the first person to use this ticket. Otherwise, everyone else after you has got a fake ticket and they won't be able to get let in. So I'm now stressed about this whole situation. I don't even know if we're even going to get into Benson Boone. And I've said to Liam, we need to be the first person that enters those doors.
Yes, we do. Well, upon booking, obviously, he's sold out. Upon booking, he's sold out everywhere. So I went to this site, one of the first sites that came up, and, it's legit. It's got that little lock symbol when you're on the URL thing. Yeah. So I looked at the reviews. A lot of people giving it 1 star, saying it's a scam and stuff. But it was a couple of people giving it 5 star. And I saw one woman, she wrote a paragraph saying, look, people who buy tickets through his website and have a great experience and they enjoy the concert, they're not going to go back then after the holiday and write on there, yeah, it was good. They just get on with their lives. People who have a bad experience, boom, straight away onto Trustpilot or whatever, and give a stinking review. So I saw her paragraph and it sort of made me feel like, okay, we could be the people who have a good experience, get on with the holiday and never look back again.
So basically what it's like, it's literally like luck. It's just a draw of luck. Like we are basically gambling away, spending some money to be like, ooh, are these tickets real or are they not? Like I'd rather not have the anxiety of, am I going to be lucky that day? Because knowing me, I won't be lucky.
Well, okay, then we won't fucking go.
You're quite lucky.
We won't go. I'll take my mother or someone. I'll take someone else with me.
No.
Happily.
I'm just going to get the anxiety about whether or not we're going to see Benson Boone is I'll just look at Berlin as like a really nice little trip away for me and you for my birthday. So you've booked this lovely trip. And if we see Benson Boone, then that's a bonus.
Well, that's where I saw it. If we don't get in, like, I'm not going to be distraught because we will just literally go out somewhere else in Berlin and have a wicked time somewhere else. So it's not the end of the world. It's like, we'll still have a great time either way. But I really feel like we will get in and it will be absolutely fine because we will get there 3 hours early and we'll make sure we're the first ones in. There'll probably be a queue of people outside who are meant to be in our seats.
Did you get good recommendations of where to go for dinner? If anyone's got any good ones that want to email into us, then please do let us know because we'd love to know where to go to eat and stuff.
Yeah, we've had a few ones, a few like sort of strip clubs and like raunchy places, which we could attend.
Wait, what did you just say?
I feel like strip clubs and raunchy sort of clubs and places. I've had a few of them through.
And that's what you wanted? Is that where you want to go? Or
well, if you stumble upon one,
me and you go to a strip club, I wouldn't say no.
I get a cheeky dance. Well, no, I'm paying. I'm going to get someone else, no.
Why? Pay me.
I get it for free.
Man, no more strip dances for you for free now then. Okay. The fuck?
I'm going to start paying now, would you?
Yeah. Now that means the next one, you're being charged.
You fucking skint all the striptease I get off you.
So Berlin is a bit raunchy. Well, I better take me old sexy underwear with me then. Right?
Yeah, and should I bring my sexy underwear?
Yeah, what's that?
My Borat, the green little thing. Where it cups the balls and gives me a thong.
Yeah. Oh, I know what you can bring.
What?
Some like leather pants or something.
I got a couple of followers, sort of subscribers on my social media, Instagram, Snapchat and stuff. And a lot of them love seeing me in leather trousers by the looks of it. I wore leather trousers once before. And ever since then, they keep asking me, can I wear leather trousers? One wants me to put duct tape over my mouth. Yeah, they love it.
Liam does get a lot of attention from other men. And in particular, don't you? I mean, not that you don't get women messaging you, but I think the most that message you like sexy, raunchy, maybe inappropriate stuff is from men, aren't they?
It's correct, yeah. It is correct. Some of the stuff get on a daily basis is quite mad.
And it was not only you, but it was you and when you was doing building your worker as well, weren't they? They was a bit obsessed with him.
My apprentice Potter. Those you who watch my Snapchat, you know who Potter is. Big up Pots.
Potter.
People wanted me People wanted me to wanted me to tie him up and put duct tape over his mouth.
What the hell? Do you know what though? That does lead us on very nicely to the question of the week, because that is what we are talking about this week. Is what is your biggest, weirdest turn on? So as you can see from there, a few of Liam's Snapchat subscribers have a fetish for leather. So what I would like to know is, what is your biggest turn on or fetish? I mean, I already know them, and you need to tell some of our followers will know as well what your number one thing is, but there's a second one that you need to say too.
Well, obviously I got a bit, you know, I got a bit of a foot fetish, especially with Millie. You know, I've always said she got very nice feet. I like them, and I like little white toes as well. Obviously she had burgundy. She's in with the end of the season lately. She's had burgundy toes.
Oh, you noticed those?
Yeah, she's in with the.
You said you liked
the trend. Them. Yeah, I do like them, but you know, they're not my favourite. Yeah,
but then I think that I have white all summer. Don't get me wrong, I like having white because it especially with a tan, they do look nice, and on holiday it goes with every outfit. But white's not really a wintry colour, babe. So you need to give me a new colour for the winter that you want me to wear.
Yeah, the burgundy's quite nice. But I do like a little French tip. But you don't tend to go for the French tip, do you? You only need to get the whites.
A French tip. That is how much Liam takes interest in nails, that he knows what French tip is, for starters. Secondly, my big toe now always falls off, and you know that. So there was one day a few years ago now, well, I'd say at least 6 years ago, I wore my sister's shoes like to a rave, and they were like a pair of boots that were a size too small. They absolutely killed my toe. And anyway, my actual whole toenail peeled off in one. Like, it didn't hurt. It was just the toenail was black and it just peeled off. Yeah, rank. So it took ages to grow back, and now it's like quite weak, and it will just like split in half and like fall off all the time. So I tend to always have like an acrylic nail on. So then it's two different colours. So I can't have a French tip, babe, because French tip, like the base of your toenail is like the colour of your skin. So do you get what I'm saying here? Or
get what you're saying there. So that's something I'll never be able to have then.
No, I'm in the process of growing it back, but it's it's taken 6 years.
You've been growing it back for the last 3 years since I met you.
Yeah.
And if you can bring with you as well, pack a little cheeky pair of tights. So one of my sort of turn-ons as well, fetishes. I like tights for some reason. I don't know why, but there's something about them which they just do something to me.
I know this might sound, I don't know whether you're going to know what I'm talking about here. So this is me testing your knowledge, like girls versus boys. Do you know what 10, 15 denier tights means?
Yes, because I bought you some before. So 10 denier is very thin, 15 is a bit thicker, and then like 20 or whatever is thicker. So it's like you see less of the leg like through them.
Yeah, but you do know that they go up to like 80 to 100 denier.
Wow, there's some strong ass tights. They're like leather trousers.
So do you like the old 10 denier see-through ones? So you can
I don't like them too see-through, because I think that's quite, I don't know, I think that's quite, I don't know, I don't like them too thin. They look a bit tacky.
No, they don't. They're cool. They're sexy.
But yeah, I got a little thing for tights. Fishnets, okay, you're not bad. Fishnets, but I do like a proper tight. Do prefer proper tights.
What's the story of like?
I tell you what I like is, you know, when you wear like the corset thing, and you got like the tight things that come up and then clip onto the corset.
Stockings.
So stockings are very sexy as well.
So you like the fact that they clip onto the corset?
Yeah, I don't know. Just something about them.
Yeah, because I feel like I've worn them for you quite a lot.
Yeah, you have in the past.
In the space of that we've known each other, but then again, like it's not a regular thing. I always like tend to do it like on his birthday or something.
What's once a year? Don't spoil me.
on your birthday, no, or if we go away, like if I'm on holiday, I normally bring something, don't I?
But yeah, because you kind of have to, because you're in a bikini all the time anyway. So it's just,
I'm just bored of seeing me then.
Just bored of seeing you in that sort of thing. I mean, I need something thinner. I need something thinner and sexier, like a G-string and some tights.
No. Okay, fine. Yeah, that's okay. I don't mind doing that for you. What about like actual like outfits though? I haven't asked you about that one. I've never actually put line on. Well, I put on a nurse one in Love Island.
Yeah, you did. I'm not really about that sort of like role play or sort of stuff. Like, or you could dress up as like.
Oh God, what are you going to say?
Weird. Like a sexy schoolgirl.
I knew you were going to say that.
Not that I'm attracted to younger schoolgirls.
What the?
I don't know. It's like a younger sort of fantasy when I was young. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, but it's like the short skirts and it's the way that it's dressed, and like, you know, if you was to have an extra short mini skirt with like long socks on, like heels, they're not actually dressed like a girl would be at school. Do you know what I mean? It's very different. It's always like in videos or whatever, or in like their fancy dress costumes, they've got a white shirt on with like their boobs busting out of it, with like a tie going in between the tits.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, so it's quite a bit nice, different. That one. Yeah. You like that one?
So I love Halloween.
No, that annoys me now. What's you been perving on all of the girls on Instagram wearing all of their Halloween costumes? Have you?
No.
What's the favourite one you saw this year then?
I don't know. I didn't actually see many this year. I don't think Halloween was popping this year. I didn't see many girls dressing up.
Seen loads?
No, I didn't. I didn't really look too much, to be honest.
I think that it's getting a bit more though now. People are actually starting to be more creative. I've seen it loads. I don't know where the hell you've been looking, but I feel like it's I've seen so many different outfits, but they've been so different, things that you've never seen before, and not necessarily like sexy at all. Like they're just like, they're
going full on with the makeup now, aren't they? The makeup and the wigs and stuff, which is like, Halloween should be.
Yeah, I agree.
What would I be? Would I be the jock, the football jock?
Yeah, to be fair, I would quite like that if you did that.
Oh, the American football hat, helmet on.
Yeah, but don't wear those extra tight, like little short things, because you ain't got a big enough package for that.
I would have to put a couple of socks on that one. I have to get some of your tights and pack some tights down there. Rub it up against me. I get a stiffy.
Stop. Creepy McCreepston.
Creepy McCreepston. But also as well, some of the tunes beyond, I know she's not gonna like this. He's got
a lot of turn-ons.
You know when Millie is like, when I can get her to the gym, or if I see her doing a workout, or I see her grafting or something, you know, breaking a sweat, running, I think, well, that's fit, that is.
Yeah, you do that.
I do think,
and he goes behind me,
slap her ass in the gym.
Yeah, no, but we're on a run and he's like running behind me, filming my ass and like, oh, look at that sexy ass. And I'm thinking, right, now do you understand why I don't like running with you?
Well, that's what gear you on. Like, it does, don't like it does. You feel all giddy and stuff, and then you want to run faster then. Because I'm just like, it's like I'm a horse. I'm like just slapping on your ass so you can run faster. I need to get a whip.
Oh my God, that's absolutely vile.
So why didn't you start going to the gym and wear some 10 denier tights for me? With a corset, you know, with them clipped on, the stockings, wear stockings with a nice G-string.
You want me to go to a public gym wearing that?
Nah, we'll do a home workout for that one.
Right. I was going to say, because I think you won't be the only one staring, babes. And you won't be the only one with a...
I'll literally kill everyone in the gym. I'll smash them with the head of the barbell. If I ever catch them staring at you with like that, yeah? I think so.
I literally love making you jealous.
Whenever we've been in places before, like if Millie ever says, oh shit, like I had a nip slip then, or if like my bum, something like that. My
skirt just blew up and my bum came out. Yeah.
And I'm like, what the f***? I'll turn around and I say, right, I'm gonna have to go and kill every single man over there now, because there's no way they can live this life knowing they've just seen my girlfriend's private parts. So I say I'm just gonna have to kill them. Like, I can't live letting them, you know, knowing that's happened. So sorry, the life's over. All right then, give us some of your turn-ons or weird fetishes.
Okay, turn on. So I really like it when like you You're like, you take control in a situation. Like you're like being like really manly. Like, I don't know, like someone's barged into me and like you've got like wait, like don't touch my woman.
Well, like I did in Ibiza.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Some guy barged into Millie. No, what did he do? He didn't barge into her. I was standing there. And he come in your face, like right up in your face, like
no,
saying
like he
to
wanted to like not aggressively, like he was trying to flirt with me.
Yeah, but it was like a flirty aggression, came right in your face.
Yeah, he did.
So I'm standing there, like put my arm, and said, "Hey, bro, you know what's going on?" And he looked at me and he got in my face, and I pushed him flying in. Dafty. And I was like ready to go, and I was making Nicole, she dragging me back in, and then I was pushing Nicole, like, get off me.
Yeah, that was a bit too far.
And it was about six of his mates.
The first push was good, and I was like, oh, like it, you know, you didn't hurt him, and he was absolutely fine, and he was.
Oh, I was lost mate in that one.
Yeah, but like that, I think like that's really a bit kind of toxic, actually. So
that's toxic. You literally want to try to get me into fights now because that's.
No, I don't want you to fight. I wouldn't want you to fight.
That's the worst kind of girl. That is. She gets turned on by a, you know, causing trouble.
No,
or a man having a back in for her.
Shut up. I don't want you to fight at all. It's the last thing on this earth. So I want you to fight. However, if you do want to like, you know, take boxing as a career, that will also turn me on. So yeah, like not fighting, hurting each other, but like in a ring, that would be good. So.
What about like before you met me? What was your sort of fetishes or?
All right, well, you probably won't like it though.
Yeah, I want to hear you talk about.
No, it's not the most. It's all right. If you were still a brickie, right? We've done it a couple of times, but I do think it's quite a common thing for a girl. Like if you were to come home in your overalls or in your like work outfit and like you're all like, yeah, which you have, all dirty and like there's something about you being a bit smelly and like sweaty and your like hair's all like a bit wet or whatever because you're sweating and then like you come home and like just got this like fantasy of you just like ripping off your clothes if you were six pack and like your muscles and just like chucking me on the bed. But I think that's quite a common thing for girls like that. We all like there's this thing, isn't it? It's like a fetish for like handymen, like people, like men who are good with their hands.
Oh, I can be good.
You've got good hands. They're good. They're really good and they're
very hairy, aren't they?
Yeah, you've got like mental hairs on like your fingers. Mental hairs. That's another thing. Hairy.
Yeah, you like me being hairy, don't you? When
Liam shaves, and I'm not just talking about his beard, I'm talking about you know what, I hate it. I think you're like a little boy, like it's. But
you always say, yeah, you said, right, you need to, if you see me, like, I go to the toilet or I have a shower and it's like, I haven't shaven for a little while, you're like, you need to get rid of that ASAP because I'm not having sex with you like that.
No.
How rude.
I don't know whether this is going to be TMI and Liam, I don't know whether I'm allowed to say this.
No, maybe don't talk about that.
No. He's so hairy that like it's not just on his like skin, like there on like, you know, above like his thing. It's that he's going onto it. Like, and it's not all the way down it.
I get a hairy penis if I don't shave.
Like, yeah. Extremely. I've never seen anything like it before in my life. And then that becomes a bit of a problem. But like, I don't want you to like shave off everything. I just want you to shave that off of that bit, you know?
Yeah. I tend to put like a guard on because I get a little stubble look then. I don't get like a baldy chicken. I get a stubble look.
Yeah, baldy. No, like people when they shave their chest hairs. Like, why are you doing that? Why do you want to look like a little boy?
But I do trim mine down every now and then.
Yeah, but trimming, that's fine. But like, I want to still be able to see it and like feel it.
Thing is, when you shave, it makes you a bit more defined. That's why people shave themselves a lot.
What, well, babe, I'd still be able to see your six pack and your muscles, don't worry.
Yeah, but it does make it more defined when you shave. That's why a lot of boys like shave their arms, shave their legs, shave everything.
Shaving their legs. Gotta be joking me, right? No.
Oh, loads of boys do it.
Shave their legs?
Yeah, of course they do.
Let's see what other people's turn-ons and stuff is. Because our listeners have wrote in and we want to know what else everyone else thinks. I
got one here. Ashley, being called mummy.
No. I know
I've done to Millie before. I've like called myself daddy to her. Oh, what I said, like, do you love her when daddy does that?
Stop it right now. It's absolutely, that repulses me.
Yeah, but you did say to me before, when you like
Don't
laying
start
on
lying now.
You did say this before.
What?
You like laying on my chest because it reminds you of when you used to lay on your dad's chest as a kid. That's weird.
Yeah, but I was saying that in a sexual way. I was saying it like it makes me feel I don't know, like really cozy and like comfortable and relaxed. Like it doesn't turn me on. I wasn't saying because it turns me on. I'm saying that look, you're making it sound weird now. What the Emily, a man in work uniform, electrician, builder, police, fireman. Yes,
builder, bricky.
Builder, yeah.
Yeah, because I can't lie. I used to come home from work some days, catch a glimpse of myself in the mirror. I'm looking good. Like, got a bit of mud on the face.
Literally would
got a tight t-shirt on.
if you could.
Got a tight t-shirt on. Muscles are pumping. Bit sweaty, and I know you've seen me, and I'm like, she's liking me there.
Yeah, you do. You look fit. I think it's really fit, and the smell of it is good as well.
The smell of it, what? Mud and cement.
Yeah, like just like dirty, innit?
Yeah.
You do have really bad BO though, so I don't like it when like you smell like that.
I don't have really bad BO. What the
your pheromones, that's what's good.
Pheromones, yeah. That's what you like.
Deal. Hairy thighs. Tell you what though, obviously I like your hairy thighs, but you obviously clearly like my hairy thighs because I don't shave my thighs.
Yeah, and I absolutely don't like them at all. What the fuck?
No, I'm going to tell you a story actually.
Millie's the only girl I know who shaves her calves but leaves her thighs hairy. Not that I mind. I love your thighs hairy or not hairy. I don't mind. I love them.
Yeah, but so basically when I was younger, my mum, like, please tell me if you do this because I feel like this is a common thing. My mum told me when I was younger, never shave your thighs because eventually your thigh hair will just get so thin it will fall out. And like she was in her like 30s and she was like, look, I don't have like thigh hair anymore. And I was like, wow, okay, yeah. So like I just never have shaved my thigh hair. But my hair now is so thin and the rest of my hair is like black, right? I've got really dark hair, but my thigh hair is blonde.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's really weird. And then we were in Love Island and we were sitting there and like Liam was like, I think we were like on the kitchen counter and I was like sat in between his legs and whatever. And he was looking down at my legs in front of everyone and goes, so what is this then? This new trend, like half hairy, half shaven, like what are you, like half beast or something?
No,
like,
I did not say that. Half beast.
Legs.
What the f***? I would never say that to you.
Like half horse,
I'd say that. No, I wouldn't say that all the time.
You said half horse. You called me half horse man.
Half horse man?
You know,
I would
like
never say such a thing.
Half man.
I would never say such a thing.
You did.
I must have said you're half unicorn because you're like a perfect little unicorn. Angel.
But anyway, I was really embarrassed and I was like, oh no, like he thinks I've got really hairy thighs. But I did. But they were blonde.
Shout out to all my women out there who,
like to have hairy stuff.
Hey, that's fine as well, I think it's cool. You've got to be comfortable in your bodies, haven't you?
Oh my God, look at the next one.
Being told my dick is tiny. I can't lie, I love that one myself, to be fair. I do enjoy that one.
No, you don't.
Joking has never been said before. Come on.
Mate, I've said it plenty of times.
No, you haven't.
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, you said my dick is tiny compared to a dinosaur, which is, I'll take that.
A whale.
Which is obviously quite big. Yeah, tiny compared to a whale's dick.
Yeah,
which is
huge.
Massive anyway. Ooh, got the last one.
Alicia, toe sucking.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah. It's a bit of me, that one. But you got to have nice toes though, you know what I mean? Like,
I tell you what though, I do have a turn on that reminded me I had in Love Island. You don't so much get it now, but it's, when you're not allowed to do it, or like, you're in a room full of like we was in a room full of people and we were like, you're not supposed to, but it almost like makes you feel like, oh, because we're not allowed, it makes it feel a bit more like turn on. Do you know what I mean?
Because we weren't allowed to do bits or have sex or do certain stuff.
Yeah.
Basically you're saying.
And like other people in the room, so you need to be like respectful or whatever, but like then that makes it a bit more like raunchy, doesn't it?
Yeah. That's what I kind of feel as well. Do you like, we spent so long there together. Like seeing you in bikini, seeing you in nice outfits.
So it's like being teased, isn't it?
It was teased, yeah. It was like a tease. We were out, like, every night we were in bed together, going to bed together every night, seeing you in bikini every day. You come down in little pajamas, we catching in bed, kissing. And it just like, just proper tease. I know, because if it was on the outside, would have had it with the first night.
Well, you wouldn't have, mate.
But it made me wait, would you?
Yeah, well, maybe not you. You are very, very sexy.
Maybe I haven't made other people wait, have you?
What? Only a couple of times. What? For the sometimes it happens. But like, for you, we knew each other for a long time and spent a lot of time together before we actually did the deed.
Yeah, it was a while. We went through a lot of stuff, didn't we? We went through like heartbreak and stuff. We just had off producer Naya, we said, did we do the deed in Love Island? And a lot of people asked us that, didn't we? And, sorry, Millie's father. Don't want to talk about it. But we did do the deed.
You did.
I hope my dad doesn't listen to this episode. But yeah, it came after a certain point in the villa, like towards the end, wasn't it? After Castle Moor, we had made up and everything. And I said it one night, like before we went to bed, it's like a little joke. And you were like, oh, go on then. I was just thinking you'd be like, shut up or something. But then you said, oh, go on then. I was like, what? Like a little kid running around and going to go to bed. And then we went to bed.
The fact that we actually had to plan it, the hell.
Yeah, went to bed and we done it. And the next day then, they were like on to us, like the producers and stuff, they were asking us, what happened? We were like, oh, nothing happened. And they were like,
well, we were in bed,
tell us.
But you do know, but there's basically a microphone in the bed behind you.
In the headboard.
And yeah, so we were like trying to like speak undercover, like hoping that maybe they can't hear us. But we were like, should we make an agreement that we don't tell anyone that we've done this, because we just didn't want anyone to know. Like, we didn't want to talk about our business. Here we are releasing everything on our podcast, but that's what we're doing now. And anyway, so the next morning we get called to the diary room. Do you know what actually I thought was really good? And I don't know whether you got it as well, babe, but every time that we did anything that was like remotely a bit sexual, obviously they can hear and see. I know that sounds a bit disgusting, but like that if they had any thoughts that maybe something went down in the bedroom, you would get called, like the girl would get called to the diary room and they'd ask me if everything was consensual.
I don't recall them asking me, really. I don't think they cared about me.
So what happened, it actually was a little bit of drama after that. So me and Liam had actually done the deed, and I think they'd heard us like speak about it or whatever, I don't know.
Well, I was going to town, you know what I mean? So if they couldn't hear me, it'd be something wrong.
You literally wasn't. We were like doing it like spooning because we didn't want anyone to see.
We've done it about 10 seconds. Hey, it's been a couple of months. Like, come on. It's just an explosion.
What the hell? Right. Anyway, so I'm in the diary room and they go, oh, so like, did you like do the deed like last night? And I was like, no. And they was like, we think that you did. And I was like, no, I didn't. Like, we just like was just like doing bits. And they were like, Millie, like, you can't lie to us. Like, we see and hear everything. And I was like, yeah, I know. I haven't like done anything. And they were like, okay.
They were on to me as well.
So then they grilled Liam, then they called me back, I think. And then they said, we're actually going to pass you over to like one of our head producers. And I was like,
you just like, yeah, we wouldn't own up to it.
Oh my God, oh no.
I felt like we were kids though, like, but
yeah, I thought I was going to get told off or something.
Well, no, I just knew they wanted to include it in the show. And I was worried about your father, just out of respect. I just wanted to say we didn't do it because it's not nice to sort of see your daughter on television, even though they didn't show it, but they sort of kind of show it, but they show it without showing it.
So then they basically, so he said, oh, where's that fun, like carefree, like Millie that we knew when in the interviewing process, like that. And I was like, oh, well, I don't know. I just don't want to like say it. And he was like, we know you did. You did. So can you confirm you did? And I was like, well, yeah. But I knew that they would want it in a sentence. So I just I wasn't going, yes, I had sex last night. I was just basically being like, yeah, like that. And they said, okay, well, what about if we word it differently? Because in at that time, we were basically doing that thing with the girls where we were like, oh, did you get like a distinction or a merit?
Something like that.
Every
year, isn't it? Every year. Was it the hat trick or was it I think it was a hat trick, wasn't it?
Yeah, so you have
you did the distinction. I think me and the boys did the football one.
Yeah. So basically, if you hit first base, like that was a GCSEs or something like that. We made up this weird like grading.
The B-Tech or something, isn't it?
B-Tech, yeah.
And that was like doing like, bits, and then like basically having sex was an NVQ. And for the boys, I think having sex was a hat trick. Or if you scored 2 goals, that was like doing bits, or you done bits there, they done bits to you, sort of sort of stuff.
It's basically speaking in code, right?
Yeah.
And anyway, he was like, "What if we speak in code?" And you'd be like, "Yeah, I graduated from university last night." And I was like,
"It's cringe when you think about
it. Like, this is so bad. Like, no, I don't want to say that." And then like, I can tell he was getting the out with me. If he's watched this, I don't think he is. He knows what he was playing at there. He's a good friend. Like, it's fine and whatever. He had to be a producer on a show and I was taking part of it. So I finally gave in and I was like, yes, I graduated last night. Oh my God.
Pathetic when you think about it. But it's like, instead of saying, yeah, we banged last night.
Did you say that?
I was I banged her last night.
No, you didn't. But also, babes, they actually thought as well when we were in the show, I can't remember if we've spoken about this, but they did an article and everyone thought that we had sex when we went in the hideaway.
Yeah,
we spoke about this before.
No, we have not on
here.
I
don't think so, no. So basically, we'd gone in the hideaway and The Sun or something posted an article basically saying our experience in the hideaway was the raunchiest, like most like revealing, like sexiest thing that they've ever seen, that they couldn't air like most of our hideaway scene, didn't they? Making up lies, saying like Millie's shagged on TV or something. My mum saved the magazine. She got a cut out of it, like raunchiest shag on TV or something.
But we only knew each other for 6 days at that point, didn't we? 6 days. And we got put in the hideaway again. We felt awkward. We felt like we had to do like raunchy stuff. We got dressed up, Millie gave me a massage. We felt like we had to like do bits, which we didn't do anything.
We actually didn't. Like, that's actually hands down truth. Like, we just kissed and like I obviously gave him a massage, but like we didn't do any bits or anything like that. Like, it was just kissing. But
if we had the hideaway experience at the end of Love Island, towards the end, literally would have blown the roof off the place. Would have been a 50 Shades of Grey moment.
I know, yeah, fairs. But we didn't do that then. And it basically, when we came off the show, you get pulled to one side and told by the press team of Love Island, of ITV, whether or not you had any bad press about you. And the only bad thing that I had was, I had 2 bad things actually. One was that they said I'd had sex in the hideaway, but he was like, normally if they wrote articles like that and they were true or whatever, we knew they did have sex, but like we wouldn't say anything. But we actually studied your clips. He's told me this. We actually looked back and went through all of your clips of that night, been minute by minute, to see if you did, and we knew that you didn't. So we fought against it, and we put out our own press article and contacted our own press or something to basically
how the press would have seen you anyway.
Well, it's not press, it's ITV, isn't it? They obviously had a leak or something.
Not sure.
Someone who works for Love Island has told the press that.
Yeah. I also got a funny story from the villa, which I love telling people. When we went on the golf trip, when we had the babies and the girls had to stay in the villa with the babies and the boys went golfing. Such a fun day ours, by the way, because we had buggies and I remember flying around on the golf buggy. And one part, towards the end, and where we were on the green next to us was Rafa Nadal, the tennis player.
Absolutely no clue who that is.
What?
Who noticed him then? You knew who that was, or?
One of the boys says, "Is that Rafa Nadal?" And I said, I looked at him. The boy's like, "No, surely not." And seen this man, nice hair, tanned. He looked the part. He's a good-looking fella. And we thought, so I shouted, "Rafa!" And he turned round.
No, you didn't.
He turned around. He said, "Hello, guys." I can't believe it was him. He's one of the most famous men on the planet, sportsmen on the planet. And he was there. I couldn't believe it. So that's a funny story I like to tell people from the villa. Because we don't really leave the villa apart to like go on a date. But we went to a golf course. And I think
golf course.
That was so... I loved that trip on the golf course.
Oh, you loved that.
We had a cheeky beer on the golf course as well, catching up about everyone's stories, everyone's sort of situations. And then we had to come back in. Come back into the actual villa where it was screaming, annoying, stupid plastic babies. And we came back to you then. I was quite happy staying with the boys.
I didn't understand how that was fair. Like every other season, like, you know, you do it as a couple and like you play like the funny games and like with the prams and all of that. And like I thought you have like this real fun day. And then like you as boys just literally got to leave us and we had them for the whole day.
Yeah.
And then
that's how real life should be. The man should be out enjoying himself, playing sport, to go out drinking with his mates, and the woman should be in the house with the kid. Should they not? Well, correct me if I'm wrong. That's how it should be.
Yeah, all right.
That's how our life's going to be anyway. You be in the house with the baby.
You know that's going to be the other way round with us two.
Probably will be, yeah. Probably will be. I'll be in the house with the kids. You'll be out on the lash.
Yeah. So let's go on to our favourite section, which is This is Hotline.
Right, go on and give us the first one.
Okay, so don't forget, guys, you can write into us about anything like we said earlier. And if you want to do so, tell us your stories. You can at Liam and Millie at sonymusic.com, or you can go onto our Instagram at Liam and Millie Podcast and DM us. So the first one is Clarissa. So she's emailed in and this says, "Hey guys, I have a major dilemma with my boyfriend that's been bothering me quite a lot lately. My boyfriend, 31, is from Australia, but we met in London and got in a relationship in June. I'm 27. He's paying a mortgage in Australia and obviously paying for rent here, but we don't live together, by the way. This leads to major money issues." Right, so he's got a place in Australia and he's also living in London. Right, it bothers me that we can't really go on dates. And if we do, it'll always be 50-50. I would like to be treated to a date once in a while without always going halves. And I do communicate this to him, but he says that his job doesn't pay enough. He's paying a mortgage, etc. I earn more than him, which I think bothers him too. He doesn't have many friends either, so he doesn't go pissing it away. Is it materialistic or selfish of me to be thinking this way? I would like a man in the long run to have money so he can afford a nice house and treat me. But I don't think this is possible with his situation. Looking forward to your thoughts. Thanks, Clarissa.
Right, okay. I want to start by, Clarissa, thank you for listening to the podcast.
Yeah.
The man's got a place in Australia and he's living in London, and you don't like the fact you have to go 50-50. If he's your man, it shouldn't matter if you're going 50-50. You should understand
but she's not saying that she wants him to take over and pay for everything. She's just saying she would like a nice date once in a while. Like, we all like to be wooed. We're not asking to be wooed once a week. We're asking to be wooed once in a while. Yeah, but that's wrong with this generation. Like, if she's with him, she's a ride or die. It shouldn't matter. Like, yeah, it's nice to be wooed and taken out and treated, but she's stating with her, he's got a place in Australia, he's paying rent in London, which we know how expensive Australia and London is. Yeah. She obviously can't afford it, and she still finds this as an issue, which is, you know, alarming. You know, if you really loved him and cared about him, that shouldn't really bother you. He's not spending loads of money with his friends. It's like, what is he spending his money on, and why can't he just like take her out for a nice meal? Well, it'd be worse if he was going out with his friends all the time down the pub spending money. Then he could take it, spare time to take it out. But he's not. So obviously the man's over here probably grafting with work, trying to keep afloat, and wants a woman. And, you know, he might be not, treat you lavishly, but, you know, that shouldn't matter if you love him. And you know, but he's obviously, you know, he's got a place in Australia. You know, if he could sell that place, you know, he'd be fine. Obviously, just... Yeah, like, how long have they been together? Because, like, what is the point of that place in Australia? And if he's got that place in Australia but lives in London, why doesn't he, like, rent it out or, like, put it on Airbnb or something, and then you can earn some extra cash? Like, is he just being a bit silly with his money and, like, wasting it almost as well? Because then that would be a bit annoying. Clarissa, I think you need to reevaluate the situation. It shouldn't matter about the money. It shouldn't matter about being wooed. If you love the person and they're going 50-50 with you, you should be fine with that. You know, it's about going out and having, you know, your time together. Yeah, you know, spending quality time together. It shouldn't matter about, you know, him treating you or wooing you. I agree. Anyway, let's go on to the next one.
Okay, this email is titled, My Boyfriend Kicked Me Out of His House. Hey guys, I want to stay anonymous as this story is so fresh, but a few days ago I attended a party with my boyfriend and all of his friends. At the end of the night, myself, my boyfriend and his friend had a sleepover at my boyfriend's house. Me and his friend were having a conversation at the end of the night. My boyfriend came to the room we were in and told us to get out of his house. Me and his friend were confused, so we left the house and I found a place to stay at my friend's house. Later that night, my boyfriend called me and shouted through the phone, "What have you got to own up to?" Apparently, my boyfriend saw us getting it on his sofa. However, nothing genuinely happened. He's broken up with me over this situation, but I want him back. As much as I didn't do anything, I cannot bear to lose him over this. Please help.
How are you supposed to defend yourself when it didn't happen, but they believe that you did? Like, that's then an issue, a bigger issue, I think, in your relationship, that you don't trust. He doesn't trust you. He obviously doesn't trust you, or he doesn't trust his friend. And there's a red flag in either of it. If he doesn't trust his friend, then his friend needs to go. And you shouldn't be around that friend.
Be as well, because his friend could be like, a bit of a Jack the Lad. Shags around a bit.
He knows what his friend's like sleeping around with loads of girls, or like tried it on with his mates' girlfriends before, but never his. And then they're in a room alone together and thought he's just tried it on with her or something.
Yeah. But I think we can wrap it up, that one there.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that. That was fun.
Thanks for writing in, guys.
Yeah, thank you for writing in. We like those dilemmas there.
They shock me every time. Thank
you for writing in. Thank you for listening. We're loving doing the podcast. I'm still loving not drinking alcohol. Millie's going away actually this week to New York.
I'll have some funny stories to tell you. So we will catch you next week.
See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.